And we now have Coach Kline on the air. We are flipping right over from basketball to football. We have Dave Kline on the broadcast with us, the head coach of the CNS Northstars. They have a Section 3 championship game coming up this Saturday, November 3rd at 6 p.m. inside the Carrier Dome against West Genesee. And it is always my honor and my privilege to speak with Coach. Coach, how are we doing today?
Good, Dan. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing very well.
Good.
And Coach, just bring me into it. Have there been some doggies in practice this week?
Yeah, there's been a couple doggies in practice this week. We've been getting after it a little bit.
And obviously you are the team that people have circled. You are the team that the conversation's been about and the expectation has been about. So, what has that been like for you now that you've come to this moment, the Section 3 championship? Do you feel like there's a target on the back? Do you feel like that, there's a lot of pressure, or is that all, on the outside looking in and you're not really feeling that? Do you feel the team's feeling it, or do you feel that it's kind of staying at bay right now and you guys are zeroed in?
Well, I think the guys have known all year that we've been kind of in a team that everybody's wanted to play. We've been, we're going to get everybody's best game. The kids have known that all season long, and they've kind of embraced it. But going into this week, the last couple of weeks, our kids have been really relaxed in practice. They've been really dialed in and focused, and they know that it's about us and it's about what we do. If we do what we have to do, everything else, we'll take care of business.
And when you look at, doing what you need to do and preparing and being ready, what can you say about what you've seen out of the team this week in practice and just what you've seen throughout the season in practice?
I've just seen, we've gotten better every single week, and, it seems like every day we're getting better. The kids have, communicate really well with each other on the field. They understand what our concepts that we're trying to get across, our game plan. They fully embrace it. They've really bought into watching film on the opponents. So it's been great.
And when you see this team, you see where the team has gotten to. Like you said, you're going to get everybody's best game, undefeated for 3 straight regular seasons in a row. You've been with the team for 4 seasons. Just what you could say about the resolve of this team and about not just this year, but the fact that you have a bunch of guys on this team that have won throughout time. They've won throughout history, and they have tried to create an environment with CNS that is special, something that obviously is going to be something that guys in the future can lean on, that this team has really tried to create. Just what you can say about that.
Yeah, these guys bought in, 4 years ago when I came out there, that senior group bought in, but these were the guys, these were sophomores and freshmen at the time, and they bought into everything that we do, everything that we've done, what we preach and believe about being athletes, about competing in other sports, about being good students, trying to be being good citizens, and doing the right things. They bought into it 100%, and they've actually, they set the bar, they set the tone, and the younger kids look up to them and are trying to follow the same path. So it's been a phenomenal experience these past 4 years.
What can you say about going through this and kind of what you've learned as a head coach? Obviously it's not your first go around as a head coach, but what has this team taught you? What has CNS been to you? What has it meant to you over these last 4 years?
It's been something that's been pretty amazing. I went, actually from being the head coach in Henry going out to CNS. We had some success there, and CNS was a place that hadn't had success. And it just kind of meant that, that the ideas, the thoughts, the beliefs that we believe in, and my coaching staff believes in, that if we can get, everybody believes in, we get everybody together on the same page, it's something that can make a team successful. And, and it's proven that, these kids believed in what we believe in, they listened to us, they followed what we said, and it's been amazing.
That coming from Dave Kline of the CNS Northstars. Dave, you have West Genesee. West Genesee lost one game this season. That game was to you, 27-10. You have not lost a game this season. You are in the Section 3 championship against a team that obviously wants a different outcome this time around. You guys have already seen each other. Just what you could say about the West Genesee program.
Coach Corley's done a phenomenal job out there with those guys. Considering, he held that team together and brought them along from what they've been the last couple of years, and the way they've rebounded this year and getting to the finals, they've been great. They have, 2 big, tall defensive ends. Their quarterback can throw the ball around pretty well, and number 17 is one heck of a receiver. And their defense is a very physical defense. So it's going to be an exciting game.
And as you get set for the Dome, just what you can say about the guys. I know that you got a lot of personalities, a lot of energy. What can you say about getting those guys in the Dome and just what the energy and the culture has been like with the gentlemen that you have on the team?
The guys on my team, they're a great group of kids. They're unbelievable. They're personalities. They love football. They love life. They're just really a good group of guys that just love being together and playing football. So they're very, very excited, and they can't wait to go play Saturday evening.
That comment from Dave Kline at CNS Northstars. Dave, really quick before I let you go, just what you can say about, maybe some intricate pieces, foundation pieces that you tried to build at CNS that have come through. What are some of the things that just have worked for you that you feel, have helped you get to where you are today? What are some of those things maybe that you tried to instill in the beginning that you can look back at right now?
Well, number one is, when I first went out there, I look back is I made sure I was there all the time. Every day after school, I went out there after work, and I was around the kids, so the kids got to know me, got a feel for me. And then one of my biggest things is I'm not a guy that's going to sit there and preach, play football only, and only do this, only prepare for football. I want the kids to be athletes. I want them to be able to run around. I want them to play other sports. I want them to be kids. That's the other part. I want these kids to be kids and enjoy life. They're teenagers. You only go through it once, so have fun when you're doing it.
And, here's something. Tim Bednarski has a question for you. So the athletics director of CNS has posed a question that he just sent over to me. And he said, ask Dave Kline if he prefers coaching football or track.
Let's go with football on that
one. Fair enough. And somebody that lives in both of those worlds though is Jeremiah Willis. And just what you can say about Jeremiah and just what he has meant to this team and what he has brought, because I know his energy. I feed off of it, as when I'm with him doing a show. Just what you could say about what he's brought to the table.
Jeremiah, just again, like you said, he brings energy. When things are a little slow in practice, sometimes he'll get us, I was looking and say, Jeremiah, we need a little juice, and he gets us going, gets us fired up. So, that's great to have it with him. But he's also a guy that we know, he can, with him and Nate Geloff, our other corners, we can cover anybody in the section, in the area. They can cover him and not worry about the pass. And that if we get the ball in his hands, anytime he touches the ball, there's an opportunity that's going to go to the house, which is an amazing thing, amazing feeling to have.
And let me ask you this question, because we did this recently here, just within the last couple weeks, that before you actually went into your game against FM at CNS to get to where you are today, we've had a live show at Chick-fil-A Cicero, and I got to realize the personalities. Have the gentlemen put me on the hot seat worse than anybody else? Have you seen them be harder on anybody else than me, or was that a moment in history where you feel that they truly got somebody? Because I don't know if they could top what they did. I'm sure they'll try, but what did you take away?
No, I thought that they went after you hard. They went after you hard, Dan, and they got you pretty good. We still laugh about Shies all the time, the one with the lady, and you with on the boat.
Yeah, Shark's got to finish its dinner, Coach Kline. So lastly from me is this morning, obviously I'll be out at the game on Saturday. Why should people come out to the game?
It's just, it's a great high school atmosphere. I mean, it's high school football in the Carrier Dome, great facility, great opportunity for everybody. There's going to be a lot of great games, and, it's going to be exciting football, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We can't wait. Come out and enjoy it, because high school football is an amazing thing.
That coming up from the CNS Northstars head football coach, Dave Kline. Dave, as always, I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you soon, and I look forward to being in the Dome this Saturday.
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That coming from Coach Kline, Dave Kline of the CNS Northstars. The CNS Northstars, once again, will take on the West Genesee Wildcats, and that will be happening this Saturday, November 3rd at 6 p.m. inside of the Carrier Dome. If you have not gotten your tickets, make sure that you do so now. Pre-sale is going to get you a couple bucks off, and you can, besides that, you can obviously buy tickets at the door, but make your way over to the Carrier Dome this weekend. No Syracuse football game, but there's still plenty of action happening at the Dome. So make sure you buy your tickets now. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Get your tickets right now for West Genesee CNS inside of the Carrier Dome, happening this Saturday, November 3rd at 6 p.m. I want to thank Joe Corley of West Genesee for all he's done and how he's treated me. And I want to thank CNS Northstars head coach Dave Kline for all that he's done and how he's treated me as well. So just a beautiful thing and a wonderful opportunity that I've had to be around both of these gentlemen and their teams, and I cannot thank them enough for all of the respect that they've given to me, the time that they've given to me, and just the moments that we have had. And I know that this moment this weekend is going to be the most special one we've had up to this point. So thank you to both programs, and thank you, of course, to the ADs, thank you to the schools, thank you to the student athletes, and thank you to Chick-fil-A Cicero for hosting CNS, and thank you to Wildcat Sports Pub for hosting West Genesee. And this game this weekend is going to be tremendous. I cannot wait for the opportunity to get out to the Carrier Dome and see these teams. So always looking forward to it, always appreciating it, and the community needs to know that they need to be out there this weekend. So come see Class AA Section 3. Make it happen. West Genesee, CNS, cannot wait. Both of these teams have put me on the hot seat. They are now on the biggest stage. They're on the hot seat, Section 3, and they're going to have a lot of fun, and I can't wait to be inside the Carrier Dome for this tremendous game with two tremendous teams who have obviously seen each other, and, you know, it's just a great story. West Genesee losing one game, and it was to CNS, and lost to nobody else, and then CNS hasn't lost to anybody, and here we are back at this opportunity on this massive stage. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So to all the guys, big thanks. And to everybody who was at Chick-fil-A Cicero with me from CNS, to Connor Hayes and Jeremiah Willis and Shai Broadwater and Jai McGriff, as well as Jordan Seltzer, and so on and so forth. Shout out to all you guys, because you made it fun and you made it interesting. And Tim Bednarski has been tremendous. I sat down with Jimmer, and when I started my partnership with Chick-fil-A, with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and Dan Tortora Broadcast Media, you know, I had said to Jimmer that I'm big on building the community. I was like, you know, I work with West Genesee with the Wildcat. I'd love to do something here. You know, I can bring that, and he wanted to do that, and we just sat and talked about the idea that CNS is right around the corner, that, you know, he's putting CNS up on the wall, that they already matter to him, that, you know, kids are going to be working there from CNS, and it just created, you know, it just really was created by two people that care a lot. And I want to thank Jimmer Sikowski, the owner and operator of Chick-fil-A Cicero, for being such an amazing partner. And I want to thank Tim Bednarski for the exact same thing, because, you know, without Tim saying yes, you know, these doors don't open. So I don't know how anybody would say no to an opportunity to spotlight all your programs at your school and spotlight your student athletes and your coaches and build up the community that you love and that you maybe grew up in, or at least you live in now. So, you know, it seemed like a no-brainer. It seemed like it made total sense, and to have this opportunity has been tremendous, and I look forward to all the years to come. So thank you, Tim, for all that you do, and thank you to Coach Kline, and thank you to CNS as a whole, and to all the programs and all the young men and women and the coaches and the former players and Pete Moore, the trainer, and everybody over at CNS for all that they've done to really not just give me great shows at Chick-fil-A Cicero and great content, but to also tell their stories, to build up people's lives, and to, you know, above all things that I could take away, that these positive voices and these positive minds have made me a better person and carried me through some tough times that they don't even know they carried me through. So thank you to CNS.